Hello everybody and welcome to another Path to Petalburg episode with me, Norman. I have a sore throat today, so if I cough at all during the episode, you'll understand why. You see here I'm using a new team with Mega Gardevoir, Tyranitar, Incarnate Form Landorus, and Azumarill against my opponent Nick with Aegislash, Wash Rotom, Mega Sableye, and Mamoswine. It was a good battle and it demonstrates just how important taking the momentum early on in the match can be. So let's get into it and watch the battle. You see they bring out their Mamoswine and their Sableye first. And I lead with my Gardevoir and Tyranitar, knowing that my Tyranitar is Scarfed and can outspeed most of their team, and Gardevoir puts on huge offensive pressure. And it traces Thick Pad. Pretty good if I ever take a Fire or Ice type attack. So this first turn I'm going to Mega Up, getting that stat increase as well as the speed increase for next turn. And they Mega Evolve with their Sableye. Rarely run into them, but it's always fun to see them try it out. And with that first turn Prankster use against the Will-O-Wisp, I thought I was going for my Tyranitar, but it instead goes for the chip damage onto Gardevoir instead. This allows me to get a full-powered superpower off into this Mamoswine, just missing out on the KO on it. But thankfully my Gardevoir does break the speed tie with it. My Gardevoir is fully invested in speed, and Hyper Voice gets a double KO on my opponent's first two Pokemon. So, in the first turn, I've taken a huge lead in this match. Sand and burn damage is going to come out under Gardevoir, but at this point, it's not really that much of a concern. I'm up 4-2. Now, their last Pokemon are Rotom and Aegislash. Rotom I am fine with. Aegislash could give me some trouble because Aegislash is good against the majority of my team. And so, I'm going to bring out Azumarill in Tyranitar's place to reset the attack and defense drop. And I'm going to protect with Gardevoir, anticipating an attack onto it. But instead the Aegislash King Shields here. And Hydro Pump does go into the Tyranitar slot, which I anticipated. And Azumarill is going to take that like a champ. And more sand damage coming out here. So my Azumarill is choice banded, so I do need to consider which attack I'm going to use very carefully. So I know that I want to keep my Azumarill here for the Rotom, so I ally switch here to switch the slots that it is in, knowing that it could take a Flash Cannon from this Pokemon, which it does. And Volt Switch does go into the Gardevoir, meaning that both my Pokemon survive this turn, which is huge. Because Rotom could give my other two Pokemon a bit of grief because of Levitate. And Rotom is nearly down. Almost out of the match. So this turn I'm going to Hyper Voice to get rid of this Rotom, and Aegislash stays in Blade form, which I did anticipate because it probably wanted to get an attack off onto Azumarill, which it does. Very smart because it goes faster than Azumarill, and burn plus sand damage will be able to knock out my Gardevoir. So, while I was able to take down Rotom, my opponent did correctly read their best conditions for a chance at winning, and so it's now a 2v1 against Tyranitar and my Landorus. So, this first turn they're going to King Shield up smartly and get into defense form. Scouting out what I'm going to do. So, Tyranitar goes first this time. And I didn't have many better attacks than Crunch, but I'm honestly not worried with it because my Landorus here carries Earthquake. Now, Landorus and Tyranitar are in a speed tie, which is kind of makes for some fun situations, but Earthquake's able to take out this Aegislash without taking out my Tyranitar, so I'm able to take a 2-0 win over my opponent, Nick. It was a fun debut with my team, and after playing a couple practice rounds with it, it functions pretty well. I like the Mega Gardevoir as a Mega Pokemon, and I'm liking the Tyranitar and the Landorus duo here. Sand Force gives that extra bit of power to Rock, Ground, and Steel type moves, and Scarf Tar is just a boss on the field. They can take out a lot of Pokemon or do a lot of damage to pretty much anything on the field. So I hope you enjoyed this battle as much as I did, and if you want to see future content like this, give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, or check out our Facebook page, Competitive Pokemon Battle Network, link in the description below. Thank you all for coming, and we'll see you next time.